Welcome to Parliament TV. I am Tepa Mori. This week in Parliament, the tabling of the 2024 medium-term budget policy statement and Deputy President Paul Mashatile's appearance to give oral replies to questions in the National Assembly are among the key highlights in Parliament this week. As stipulated in Section 92(2) of the Constitution, oral question and answer sessions are one of a range of methods Parliament uses to hold the Executive accountable. Members of the Executive are accountable collectively and individually to Parliament for exercising their powers and performing their functions. Both Houses of Parliament will convene plenaries on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday for questions for oral reply sessions with members of the Executive. The first plenary in the National Assembly for the week will convene on Tuesday, 29 October at 2 p.m. to consider, among other things, committee reports, legislation, a decision on questions on matters debated in mini-plenaries, member statements and an executive statement. On the same day, the Governance Cluster 3A ministers will appear before the National Council of Provinces to respond to questions for oral reply at 2 p.m. The cluster comprises ministers responsible for the national departments of cooperative governance and traditional affairs and public service and administration. The Minister of Finance, Mr. Enoch Godongwana, will deliver the medium-term budget policy statement in the National Assembly on Wednesday. The sitting is scheduled for 2 p.m. at the new Minister Parking Marquee. On the same day, he will introduce several Section 77 money bills, including the Adjustment Appropriation Bill, the Rates and Monetary Amounts and Amendment of Revenue Laws Bill, and the Taxation Laws Amendment Bill. The MTBPS is a critical element in the overall budget process as it sets out the policy framework for the budget presented every February. It also provides the country and its elected representatives with an update on the National Treasury's economic forecasts, adjusts the budgets of government departments, and makes emergency changes to spending. The MTBPS also enables Parliament and the public to interact with government's budget plans several months ahead of the budget in February next year. For example, committees with oversight over specific government departments review these departments' delivery on specific departmental targets and the effectiveness and efficiency of their current use of available resources and future use of resources. The committee's budget review and recommendation reports must be tabled in the National Assembly before adopting the MTBPS. Before the 2 p.m. sitting, the Minister will brief a joint meeting of the NCOP Select Committees on Appropriations and Finance and the National Assembly's Standing Committees on Appropriations and Finance in a lock-up session. Meanwhile, in the NCOP on Wednesday at 2 p.m., the Governance Cluster Ministers 3B will answer questions from the permanent delegates of the National Council of Provinces in a hybrid sitting. Cluster 3B includes ministers of women, youth and persons with disabilities, as well as planning, monitoring and evaluation. On Thursday, the Deputy President will provide replies to members' questions during a plenary session in the National Assembly at 2 p.m. The NCOP will conclude its hybrid sittings for the week with a plenary at 2 p.m. to discuss motions and consider committee reports and legislation. The sitting will also hold a debate on taking decisive measures to deal with construction mafias and systemic extortion in the construction industry in South Africa. The two houses will convene their respective programming committee meetings at 8:30 a.m. on the same day to consider the parliamentary program, bills before the houses and other priority programs. Parliament continues to fulfill its constitutional responsibilities. Much of Parliament's lawmaking and oversight work, which includes public participation and involvement, is carried out through its committees. There are 31 NA and NCOP committee meetings, including joint meetings, scheduled for this week. For the latest full schedule of the committee meetings, please visit www.parliament.gov.za/committee-schedules. To stay informed about Parliament's program, please visit our website at www.parliament.gov.za and our social media platforms at Parliament of RSA. Thank you for watching Parliament TV. I am Tepa Mori. Goodbye.